All right, so we're going to start in our comfortable seats. Whatever's comfortable for you. Palms faced up. Elevate your heart, relax your eyes, and just bring your focus to your breath. The breath today can be in and out through the nose, or in through the nose and opening your mouth as you exhale. And you can alternate, whatever feels comfortable. Long, deep breath. Just getting connected with our breath. Start to move your fingers and your toes, finding your body's internal focus. Relaxed eyes are going to open. We're going to lock our fingers together. Arms reach forward, and then just release your head with it. Long, deep breath. Eyes look up to the sky. We're going to reach overhead, lift out of your waistline and get long, stretch. Softening our shoulders, our hands float down. Thumbs point up to the sky, inhaling up to the shoulder line, and then palms face the earth as they float down. Thumbs up to the sky, inhale. Palms down to the earth and exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Palms down. One more time. Inhale, holding up. Our hands are going to stretch behind us and just open up your chest. Long, deep breaths. Hands are going to come in and just give yourself a little hug, touching each shoulder. And then just take your right ear over to your right shoulder. And breathe. And then our head comes center, and we'll just change sides. Breathe. Just opening up the energy in your neck. Our head comes back to the center. We're going to make half circles. So it's ear to the shoulder, chin down to the collarbone. Ear to the shoulder and pause. And then just reverse direction. Just sending some lubrication now to breathing. Side to side. Breathe. Twice more wherever you are, side to side. And when you finish your last one, our head will come back to the center. Shaking out our hands. We're going to come down onto our back. Heels under your knees, sit bone distance apart, hands along your sides, just tilt your chin down. Upper back muscles melt onto the floor and just breathe. Hands are going to come onto our rib cage. Fingertips are going to touch. Lateral breath. As you inhale, you're going to feel your rib cage slide out to the side, fingers drift apart. And as you exhale, releasing your breath, feel your fingers just drift back in as the rib cage slides back together. Inhale as we open the ribs. Exhaling as they slide back together. Upper back muscles relax, just breathe. Just noticing your breath moving in and out. Breathe. Our right knee is going to float up. Both hands behind your thigh, hug your knee back towards your chest and just breathe. Softening our stretch. Hand lightly on the kneecap. Circle around inside of your hip socket. Just sending lubrication to the hip. Make sure you're breathing. And then pause in reverse direction around. And then we just pause. Right foot comes down and the left knee comes up. Hands behind your thighs, stretch back, breathe. Soften your stretch. Hand lightly on your kneecap, circling around, lubricating the hip. Breathe. And then we'll pause and just reverse direction. And then we'll pause. Foot floats down, heels back underneath your knees, hands back along your sides. Moving bridge. Lifting the hips up as we inhale. And then as you exhale, start to articulate your spine down from your upper back to the middle of your back, to your low back, and relax down. Inhale, lifting up, stretch up. Vertebra by vertebra, articulating down. One more time, lifting to the top. Easy articulating and coming down. And then just relax on the floor. Our knees are going to come together. Hands on the sides, lifting up as we inhale. Exhale, easy, articulate. A little bit different. Once more, lifting up when you inhale. And then easy, articulate all the way down. Relaxing on the mat. Walk your feet as your feet and knees are together. Hands on your rib cage. Tilt your chin down. Both knees are going to go over to the right side. And just breathe. Shoulder blades on the earth. Knees come to the center. We're just going to change sides. Stretch across. Breathe. Next, inhale. Our right knee is going to open all the way open. So the feet are together. And as you exhale, the left knee is going to cross over. Inhale as we open. Center butterfly. Right knee crosses over, butterfly crosses his wings. Butterfly opens. Inhale. And then cross over. You can work at your own pace here. Just breathing, inhale. Moving up the spinal column. Inhale. Cross over. Inhale. Cross over. And now we're just going to open up. Hands come lightly on your upper thighs and just a gentle press. Breathe. Hands behind our thighs. Knees come in and together. Both knees come up. Hands behind each thigh. Make a little circle around, massaging your low back. It's our door of life. It's where we store our liver and our kidneys. So just massaging them. Reverse direction around. Breathe. And then we're just going to pause. Left foot comes down. Right leg goes straight up. Hands behind your thighs, stretch back. Opposite leg slides all the way forward. Reach through your heel. Stretch. Breathe. Right foot's going to point and flex. Sending some lubrication to our ankle. Breathing. And then flex and hold and just rock your heel side to side. Breathe. Foot's going to draw a circle around. And then reverse direction. And then just shake out your foot. Bending the knee. Left hand across your right thigh. We're going to cross our body center line. Both shoulder blades stay planted on the earth. And just breathe. Using the strength of your hand, you're going to bring your knee up towards your shoulder. Just feel the back of your hip open. Let it go. Breathe. Soften the stretch. Slowly come back to the center. Right foot down. Left leg straight up. Hands behind your thighs, stretch back. Slide the opposite leg all the way forward. Stretch. Breathe. We're going to point and flex. Breathe. And then flex and hold and just rock your heel side to side. Mind your breath. Foot draws a circle around, circumduction. Breathing. And then reverse direction. And then just shake out your foot. Bending the knee. Right hand across the thigh. We're going to cross our body center. And just breathe. Using the strength of your hand, lifting the knee up towards your shoulder, opening the back of your hip. Breathe. Stretch. And now we're going to slowly come center. Stepping down. Right leg slides back. It's going to come onto one side. And we're going to come onto all fours, hands and knees. Hands are open like starfish underneath your shoulders. Knees right underneath your hips. We're going to arch our low back and look forward. And then just rock your hip side to side to breathe. Long, deep breaths. Wagging our tail. Breathe. And then just pause in the center. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to lift up our rib cage, round under, and look back at your thighs. Upper back stretches up to the sky. Arching. Inhale. The cat and the cow. Lifting up your rib cage, round under, and look back at your thighs. And again, arching as we inhale. Exhale as we lift up and round. Flow, breathe, inhale. Lift up and round under. One more breath, flow through. When we get to the top, our upper back is going to stretch up to the sky. Release your head weight. Just let your head rock side to side. Breathe. Head's gonna pause in the center. Sliding your seat back, walk your hands out, and just release your head weight and stretch out. Breathe. We're gonna walk our hands back to the thighs. One foot in front of the other. We're just gonna come up to standing. Give your body a little shake out. Feet just a little bit wider than our hips. Elevate your heart and relax your shoulders. Starting with our feet. We're gonna inhale as we lift up onto our toes. And then exhale, just float back down to earth. Lifting onto your toes, inhale. Floating back down to earth. Twice more, shoulders relaxed, inhale. Floating down, inhale. One more time, inhale. Easy floating down. Pat your heels on the earth, just pat, 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 breathe. And then just relax. Hands are gonna come to our heart. As we know, we're gonna stretch up to the sky. And then the hands float back into your heart. Inhale as you stretch up to the sky. Easy into your heart, breathe. Inhale. Overhead. Into heart. One more breath, inhale. And then we're just gonna float into heart. Pause and take a breath. Putting the two together. Lifting onto your toes as we reach up. Heels down as the hands come to the heart. Inhale, lifting up onto the toes. Stretch up. Into our heart. Inhale, stretching up. Into heart. One more time. Inhale. Heels down, hands to heart. Palms open. We're going to reach out to the side, stretch up to the sky. Fingertips touch. Hands float into our heart. Palms open. Inhale, stretch up. And allow yourself to flow. Inhale. And flow. Breathe. Inhale. And one more breath. Hands float into heart. And then just pause and take a breath. Lifting onto our toes, hands reach up with me. Inhale. And then we float to earth. Hands open as we inhale. Hands float into our heart. Next breath. We're going to open our hands like we're going to read a book when we inhale. Fingers towards you. We're going to use our legs as a guide the first time. And we're just going to glide over into a forward bend. The knees can be slightly bent. And just stretch over. Breathe. We're going to inhale. We're going to rise up, hands on your legs. And your hips are going to push forward. And then easy, hands on your thighs, slide forward. Inhale, coming up. Hips press lightly forward. And then hands on your thighs as you exhale and glide forward. Inhale, coming up. Hips lightly forward. Flow, breathe. We're going to rise up. Hips push forward. And then just come center. A little shake out, let your hips rock side to side. Feel your body's energy, breathing. Then we just pause. Hands come to our heart. Lifting onto the toes, reaching up, inhale. Exhale as we float down. Palms open, stretch up. Into heart. Open the book when you inhale. Dive when you exhale. Inhale coming up. Exhale, stretching forward. And then we'll just hold here. And breathe. You can touch your feet or touch the floor, honor where you are. Dropping our seat back. Our hands are gonna reach forward. Seat down. Hands are gonna reach up to the sky in the chair posture. Shoulder blades down and back. Breathe. We're gonna reach down to the earth. Inhale. And then out to the sides. And then we're gonna come down and reach back to the front. Reaching to the front. Inhale. Out to the side. Inhale. Reach forward. Inhale. Reach forward. One more time. Inhale. And reach forward. Press into your heels and rise up. Release your hands. Let's come to heart. Relax your eyes and just take a few breaths. Notice how you feel. Notice the rate of your breath. Notice your heart rate, your heartbeat. Soft eyes are going to open. Lifting up onto the toes, stretch up to the sky. And we float down. Hands open, inhale. Fingertips touch and float down. Open your book, inhale. Exhale, we're going to dive forward. Inhale coming up. Exhale, folding forward. Drop your seat down, reaching into chair. Down to the earth and out to the side. And then we reach back to the front. Press into our heels and rise. Releasing your hands, making two fists. Bring them into the small of your low back. And just give your low back a little rub. Breathe. Low back's getting a little rub. Let your hips rock side to side. Breathe. Palms are just going to give your spine a little rub. Rubbing your spine, your low back. Step in a little wider. Toes turn out. And then we're just going to sit down. And rise up. Breathe, sitting down. Rising up. Twice more, breathe. Sit down. And rise up. We're going to sit down and hold. Opening your hips. Right toes are going to go to the right wall. The left heel is going to go behind the toes. Rotate your hips to the right. Bend into your front knee. And then we're just going to lift up to the chest. Stretch just a little back. Bend into the knee. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. Toes changing back to center. Over to the left. breathing. Bend into your knee. And then we're going to stretch just a little back. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Just opening our hips. Easy coming back to the center, toes in. Toes point out. And we're just going to drop our hips down. Just start to open up the inside of your hips. Breathe. Elbows on your thighs, your hands can touch the earth. Either way, your hips are going to rock side. Just breathe. So you can be up or you can be down. Breathe. Side to side. Hands come onto the upper thighs, side to side. Pausing in the center. Drop your seat down. Chest is going to come up. Right shoulder to the right. We're going to come through the center, stretch over to the left, and then come back to center. We're going to go opposite direction. Shoulder, come down, come around. Let's open up our waistline. Right side, come around. Breathe. Other side. Breathe. One more time to the right. Just come around. Breathe. One more time around. Breathe. Rising. Stepping in. Give yourself a little shake out. Breathe. Feet just a little wider than your hips. Hands at our heart. Lifting onto the toes. Stretch up. Inhale. Into our heart. Heels down. Palms open. Inhale. Into our heart. Book opens. Inhale. Hands on your thighs as we glide. Inhale as we come up. Exhale as we fold forward. Drop your seat. Hands reach forward into chair. Down and out to the side. Reach back to the front. Rising up. Releasing our hands. 2 fists to the small of our low back. Soften your knees. Our hips are going to come forward. Elevate your heart. And then just stretch back and open up your chest. Back bend. Breathe. Heart elevated. Breathe. Open up your heart. Breathe. Easy. Soften. Hands behind the thighs. We're just going to stretch forward. Relax your hands. Curl your tailbone under. And we're going to articulate as we come all the way up. Breathe. 2 fists as you back bend. Exhale as you fold forward. Release your hands. Curl your tailbone under and articulate up through the spine. Head, neck, and shoulders relax. Back bend. Inhale. Forward bend. Inhale. And then exhale, roll up. Back bend one more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Hang, inhale. And we're going to curl ourselves all the way up. Reach up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, we're going to come down. You can either come down to child's pose or to downward facing dog. Honor where you go from here. So you can be in child's pose. On Fridays, we only do 1 downward facing dog. Start to alternate your heels down right and left. Breathe. Heels alternate. Breathe. Both heels all the way down. Just stretch tailbone as your high point. Breathe. Lift your heels, bend your knees, and come down. And we're all going to meet in child's pose. Release your toes. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. And then just walk your hands back to your thighs. Our right knee is going to come forward. Your knee and heel are in line. And then the left knee is going to bump back behind your body. Hands down to your sides. Let your left hip just drop forward. Start to open up the inside of your hip. And just breathe. From here, honor where you go. All places are good. Our hands are going to come onto our thigh. Or you can stay on the floor. Or you can start to lift your chest and really drop that hip forward. So here is beautiful. Or you can reach your hands up and stretch back. Honor where you are. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. All places good. Hands are going to come down. Inside the leg. Knee comes back. Knee comes forward. Knee and heel in line. Bump the knee back. And just take a few breaths. Remember, from here, all places are good. You can be here, or push into the thigh and lift up the chest. Right hip drops forward. Or we can stretch back, your choice. Long, deep breaths. Breathe, stretch. Hands come down, inside. Knee goes back. Child's pose, go ahead and just stretch out. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. Looking forward, your right hand is going to slide back to your right knee. Look to the right, walk your left hand out. And then just release your head weight. Stretch. Long, deep breaths. Tension-free jawline. Just breathe it out. Melt like butter here. Right hand slides forward. Left hand slides back. Look left. And stretch out. Melt into your stretch. Long, deep breaths. Stretch out. Breathe. Left hand comes forward. Right palm turns up. You're going to thread it through your left arm and then relax your head weight and stretch back. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Again, melt like butter. Tension-free jawline. Just breathe. Hand slides forward, left palm up. Thread through the arm. Relax your head weight and just stretch. Long, deep breath. Melt. Breathe. Hand slides out. We're just going to lower ourselves all the way down. Fold up your hands in front. Relax your head weight. Allow your shoulder blades to melt away from your ears. Long, deep breaths. Breathe. Lifting the head, we're going to curl the right foot back, hand and foot together. And then just relax your head weight down and stretch. Long, deep breaths. Quadriceps and hip flexors opening. Breathe away the tension. Focus to your right foot. Start to push your foot back into your hand. And now use the strength of your hand and see if you can lift the knee up just a tiny bit. That should increase your stretch. Enjoy your breath. Let it go. And then easy start to soften and release. And we'll just change sides. Hand and foot together. And release your head weight down and stretch. Long deep breaths. Start to push your foot back into your hand. And then using the strength of your hands, see if you can lift the knee up just a tiny bit. Long deep breaths. Stay active. Breathe. Take another long deep breath. And then easy start to soften and release. Hands underneath your shoulders, elbows right next to your rib cage. Baby cobra is next. Hips press into the earth. Shoulder blades roll down and back. Inhale as you lift your focus. And then exhale, float down the rhythm of your breath. Hips into the earth. Shoulder blades down and back. Rise. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Flow through. Inhale. And then float down. Pressing into our hands, we're going to lift ourselves up. Knees open out to a V, feet together. Tailbone back, elbows down, palms up, and release your head weights. Back breath. Breathing into the upper back as you inhale. Feel the upper back muscles rise. Stretch your spine at the top. Pause your breath. And then easy. Exhale and melt back down. Breathing into the upper back muscles rise. Stretch and separate, stretch your spine at the top. Pause your breath. And then easy release. Back breath. Inhale. Stretch the spine. Pause the breath. Easy release. Once more. Back breath. Inhale. Stretch. Pause your breath. And then easy, just release. Swinging our hips around. Coming to seated. Feet apart. Find your stretch. Coming forward from the inside of our hips. Start to walk forward. Honor where you are. Honor where you go. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathe. Long, deep breath. Stretch. Stay active. Always growing. Always breathing. Stretch. Breathe. Let go. Hands are going to walk over to the right side, nose and knee in line, and just bring your chest down toward your thigh. Stay active. Breathe it out. Keep growing, always in growth. Relax your jawline. Right hand on your shin. Left arm's going to reach up, over, and stretch over to the side. And just breathe. Our left arm's going to come up around and touch the small of your low back. Then we're just going to twist and look up to the sky. Breathe. Look behind you. Breathe. Long, deep breath. Opening your shoulder, open up your chest. Easy, soften back to the right. And then walk yourself up. Back to the center. Breathe. Notice the difference between your right leg and your left leg here. And just breathe. Staying active, always in growth. Walk over to the left side, nose and knee in line. Release the chest down towards the thigh and just relax here and breathe. Taking our time, breathing. In growth. Touching your shin. Reaching up and over into a side stretch. Breathe. And then reaching up, coming around and touching the small of your low back. And then we're just going to look up, twist, and look behind you. Breathe. Long, deep breath. Untwist, unwind. Back. One more time out into the center. Breathing. Here is good, or you can reach for your feet if you can grab your feet or not. Honor where you are. Breathe. Always in growth. Breathe. Hands come forward. Relax your head weight. Roll up through your spine. Legs come in. Give our legs a little shake. And we're going to return to our back. Heels under your knees, hands along your sides, tilt your chin down. Upper back muscles melt into the floor. Breathe. Long, deep breath. Right foot's going to lift. Right ankle over your left thigh. Right knee opens out to the side. Hands behind each side. And then just bring the knees back and stretch. Long, deep breaths. Let go here. Breathe. Our foot's going to step down. Hands come on our rib cage. Right foot goes left. Pick up your head and look to the right. Relax your head. And breathe. Long, deep breaths. Long deep breaths. Our head comes back to the center. And then our knees, easy, changing side. Cross over, knee open, hands behind each thigh, stretch back. Breathe. And then step down, hands on our rib cage. Left foot goes right, look to the left, relax your head down. Long, deep breaths here. Enjoying our breath. Relax the muscles in your face. Just breathe. And then our head comes center. And knees come center. Step down. Slide your legs all the way forward. Let your feet drop open from the inside of your hips. Hands are going to stretch up to the sky. Breathe, stretch up, breathing. Two arm positions. You can either fold, palms up to the sky, and relax your elbows down. And if you have greater flexibility, you can take your arms all the way back. You just breathe. Surrender you. Giving in to this moment. Just being in this moment. Breathing. Nothing before this. That's the past. Nothing after this. Not thinking about the future. Just being comfortably in this moment. Breathe. When we're born, we take our first breath. And when we leave the earth, we take our last. Each breath in between is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. Being in the present. Enjoying your gift. Breathe. Just taking this moment for yourself. Breathe. Wherever you are, our hands are going to rise up and float back down along our sides. Palms turn up to the heavens. Relax your entire body and just take a few more breaths in gratitude. Enjoying our body, enjoying our breath. Taking our time, we're going to come on to one side. Either side is good. Into fetal position. Curl up. Hands underneath your head. And just relax and breathe. Our lesson today is about being in the moment. Breathe. Just notice where you are in this moment. Notice how you feel. enjoying the moment, breathing. Mm. Breathing, enjoying the moment, enjoying our gift. Mm. Long, deep breaths. Start to move your fingers and your toes, finding some awareness, remaining relaxed. No hurry, no rush. We're going to take our time and come back to where we started in a comfortable seat. Breathing, taking our time. No hurry, no rush. Palms face up, elevate your heart. Find your sits bone. Relax your shoulders. Relax your eyes. Enjoy your breath. Long, deep breaths. The past is over. This is a new day, one that we have never lived before. Stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment. Enjoying the moment, enjoying our breath. Scan your body. Notice how you feel. Breathe. Long, deep breath. Start to move your fingers and your toes. Relaxed eyes open. Right hand is a fist. Left hand holds the wrist. This is our peace sign. Pull peace into your heart. Relax your shoulders. Relax your eyes one more time. And breathe in peace. Long, deep, peaceful breath. It's Aloha Friday, so we're going to breathe peace into our weekend. And just carry this peace with us. Long, deep, deep. Our soft eyes are going to open. We're going to hold on to our peace. And right here, we're going to say namaste.